Hey y'all. Happy Thursday. I think it is. I have no idea. Is it Thursday, Jackie?
It's Thursday, girl. It's
Okay,
Thursday.
good, good, good. I'm proud of myself. I got the day right. So, I am Ilona Washington, founder of the Author's Journey, where I help nonfiction authors increase their income and their impact. And who are you, Jackie?
I am Jacqui Vasquez, Coach Jackie, if you will. I am a money mindset coach. I help female entrepreneurs clear their money blocks, truly cure their generational wealth curses so they can attract the money and success that they deserve.
Amen. Amen. So before we start talking about today's topic, which is getting clarity around your dreams, so you can amplify your brand, I want to know real quick because you did a live about how you what is it called, manifested your trip to Paris. So
Yes.
tell us in 2 to 3 minutes how you did that.
Oh, absolutely. We are manifesting all the time, regardless if we want to believe it or not. We talk about the law of attraction, we talk about the law of assumption, we talk about the law of energy, but let's just keep it real. You're doing it all the time. And so I just was playing with AI. When you realize the power of play, if you just play real quick with what you want, pretend like you already have it. Let's just say it's a job that you've desired. Pretend like you got the email, write the email to yourself, or pretend like you got the phone call from the job and say, "Thank you. Oh my gosh, I knew I was qualified." But play. Use your imagination and just play. When you do that, you can manifest anything. So I was playing with AI, all y'all. I was playing with AI with my picture, just put my little picture in and letting it give me a whole bunch of different images. And Paris came up and it had me under the Eiffel Tower, next to the Eiffel Tower, and it actually had me with a microphone in front of the Eiffel Tower. Let
Wow.
me just tell y'all, 3 days later, I was invited to go speak in Paris. It's the power of the play. And when you play with your imagination like that, your brain doesn't know the difference between the imaginative play and reality. So it's working with you, co creating with you to bring about the reality you want to see. So, yeah, that's how I manifested Paris, y'all. Just literally playing with AI.
That's crazy. But you know what? You're absolutely right. Because I know like everybody's talking about this whole Diddy situation, right? And how so on March 25th his home was raided, March 25th of this year. But March 25th of like 1997, Life After Death by Biggie came out. And when I think about manifestation. Everyone's saying, the video when he's running from the cops and they're driving backwards. I feel like that came out of his mindset, his place,
Absolutely.
how he was living his life. So it makes sense, 20 something years later, it it
Manifest.
comes to life because he was
Yes.
doing the stuff that would cause him to be running from the cops. But what's crazy to me is the same day his house was raided, Life After Death came out. Like, explain that to me.
You know what's so funny to me? Because if you realize we are manifesting all the times, our thoughts, our words, our feelings, they all become things, right? And so even with Tupac, before Tupac passed, if you listen to all his songs before he passed, he was talking about dying a lot,
A
like
lot.
a whole lot. And then when you really think about it, you're manifesting all the time. So even think about Diddy, right? And we could think about some of his songs. One of the songs, Mo Money, Mo Problems, sir, you with your more money created more problems. And so
Yep.
be very aware what you're saying, what you're seeing, what you're watching on TV. Be careful with how you criticize Diddy. Because again, you're manifesting all the time. If you give it a lot of energy and you're like, oh, he shouldn't have done that, he shouldn't have been doing this, you're gonna have your own situation that you shouldn't have been doing. So remember, you're manifesting all the time. Intentionally speak life over your life.
Amen to that. I mean, can I say amen? Are we in church right
We can
now?
say amen, right?
Amen. So let's get back to our topic. So I wanted to discuss clarifying our dreams. I know as a marketer and working with clients, even myself, right? We can get uh, squirrel brain where we're like, "Ooh, this is cute," or "Ooh, maybe I should do this," or "Ooh, somebody's having success with this, maybe I should switch," instead of defining who we are, where we are, what we want, who we want to target. So, yeah, let's talk about that.
I love that you even brought that up. I've been listening to Bob Proctor, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. And I was just having this conversation with these ladies that I'm in a podcast with. And we were talking about how in the book, he talks about true freedom is when you're free to be you. That's true freedom, right? And so many of us are running around here trying to be the ideal of what everyone else is doing. But you're not going to have true freedom in your business until you market the way that makes it feel good to you, until you show up in your business that feels good to you. Like you have to remember and true to you, right? True to you, true to who you are. So I'm with you on that. A lot of us are. And I say us because you ain't alone. I'm very squirrel. I will see someone doing something awesome and be like, oh, they got a lot of success. Squirrel, let me go over here and do that too, right? And then I don't have as much success. Let's talk about it. The black girl follow train. There are some people that ended up getting tens and thousands and twenties of followers, 20,000 followers off of the black girl follow train. So anybody that was like, I want that many followers, me too. Let me hop on this trend. And then you got 10, and you over here like, well, I didn't get as many. That wasn't for you. It just wasn't for you. So what do you think, Alona, about the squirrel mentality? Because I have it. I jumped on the train. I just was at the caboose and slowly fell off with nothing. So
Uh, I think it's human nature to have it, right? Um, because, for one reason or another, we're comparing ourselves to somebody else, or we're talking to ourselves negatively when things don't work out the way we want. We think something is wrong with the vision when something might have been wrong with the planning and execution, right?
mm,
So if you're telling me that you want to sell 1,000 books, or you want to uh, double what you made last quarter, but you're not putting in the steps to do those things, and then it doesn't happen, you say, well, maybe I wasn't meant to do it, or maybe I should find something else to do, when
mm,
really it was the lack of showing up
mm,
that was the cause for that. So
right.
when a client tells me it doesn't work, I'm like, well, yeah, did you work it though? Like, don't tell me it didn't work if you only posted once a week. You know what I mean? And you're trying to
Yep.
grow your following.
And
So
that's why we're teaming up, Alona. Because real talk, when you're sitting here noticing that you're not getting the actions done, there's something in your subconscious mind keeping you from getting the action done, right? Like if you're not showing up consistently, there's something in your subconscious mind either saying, I don't deserve the success. And so you have this fear of the success. If I show up too consistently, I may be a little bit more successful than I want to be. Right? Because with success comes people asking me for money. With success comes, going back to Diddy, more money, more problems. Right? I mean, you have these thoughts that are ingrained within you, programmed within you. And that thought is keeping you from showing up. That thought is keeping you from taking action. So yeah, that's why Alona and I teamed up, because it's like, honey, let's go ahead and fix this mindset so you can show up consistently and make the money and have and reach the goals that she's saying that you deserve to reach. So yeah, I love that.
yep, and that's what I saw when we did that workshop in January together. It was like a light bulb went off,
Yeah.
because everybody wants to grow their business. Everybody wants to sell more books. Everybody wants to make more money, but the organization, the clarity, the commitment was lacking.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
1000%. And the clarity, where does clarity really even come from? Right? How do you get clear on your said goal? Clarity comes from knowing yourself wholly, fully, completely, openly. The freedom to be you. Like you said, you're going to chase every marketer in the game if you don't have clarity on who you are, because you're searching for who you are as a marketing person. Because let's be honest, all business owners have to know your marketing. Even if you hire a marketer, you're going to need to know What kind of, they're going to ask you your avatar. They're going to ask you all these questions. You going to need to know these things, right? Or let's say you're hiring a VA. You're going to need to know your business in and out to be able to tell a VA, hey, boo, this is what I need from you, right? So to fully, wholly, completely know who that person is, what that person needs, how to show up as that person, that to me, I mean, and it comes with learning your mindset, learning what's stopping you, learning what's holding you back, right? And then I can show up better as a marketer. I can show up better in my marketing space. I can consistently post because I know what I'm doing this for, too. That's another key one.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Knowing who you're doing it for instead of just trying to get money from whomever, because that can cause problems. And also too, it gets you off track for your vision. Um,
Yeah.
and I know for me, when I do anthologies, it's not just for people to become authors. It's for people who have businesses and coaching programs and all that other stuff to use the theme of that book to sell more product, to um, sell their services,
Yeah.
to grow their brand. So if I was to do a book about I have a book coming out in May, mental health awareness, right? So the participants are mental health practitioners. Some have their own practice, things like that, and it makes sense for them to participate, right? But then also too, I think you know Candace Hayes. She was a mastermind with us. Yes, yeah. So I have Candace, and Candace has sells candles and like the best candles on the planet.
Yeah.
Man, this is old. Oh my god, and I can still smell it. It's no joke. So but Candace wanted to start speaking because, as a mom, she's been affected by her son's mental health journey. And Candace, also being an NFL wife, and, her husband being this big NFL player and having to, wrestle with his son, going through this too. So they're going to start to speak more about it. So her participating Yep. So her participating in this book and having another participant, Shakira Realford, she does affirmation cards.
Oh,
So the book is going to be more than just you buy a book, right?
yeah.
So it's all about mental health, self care, all of that. So you can buy some candles, you can buy some
Right.
affirmation cards, things like that. So that type of strategy puts people into their sales funnel so
Hmm.
they can upsell them and do other things with those people. And then
Exactly.
being one of 10 people in an anthology, you're also collaborating and sharing audiences.
Yes.
So it's much more deeper than just becoming an author.
So much more deeper, and it's leverage. It's leverage. As a money mindset coach, that's the first thing I think about is there goes one stream, right? That's another stream of income, not to just sit on an Amazon shelf or not to just sit on some. You can leverage that in so many different ways on a personal level. You go speak, sell it out the back. Like you said, you can use it as a lead magnet to upsell people to other products. Like there's so many different ways. There's infinite possibilities on how to leverage the book. And that's the thing. I think so many people get caught up in the traditional way that you've been programmed to only know that way. But there's so many different ways to leverage that book. And I just love how you pull people together because let's keep it real. Some of those people will never write another book outside of that. So it just gives them a way to be a published author, to share their story. Because, like I tell people, your story, you can have somebody else share it, but you get to share your own story. Share yours and then help someone else. Your test is your testimony, your mess is your message. Somebody else needed to hear what you had to say. So
Right.
I love what you're doing.
Exactly. So when you think about clarifying what it is that you do and the transformation you want your clients to see, you stay focused on that transformation and you look for um, the ideal your ideal client because that's the transformation that they're seeking. So as someone who's doing anthologies for business owners, me doing an anthology for someone who just wants to be an author wouldn't fit.
No,
So I hope someone got
the memo on that, huh?
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So, so this is what I want to know because I be getting off track. I know that's what I'm supposed to do when I grow up, right? But then also I'm like, ooh, I could do a book about this. Or
Yeah.
ooh. So how do you get clarity and then maintain it?
Yeah. So I would say getting clarity is getting honest with yourself, being honest with yourself. And especially when it comes to book writing. Like if you're gonna write a book and you're like, okay, I want to write a book about this, we all have 1,000 ideas, right? But when you sit down and you literally give yourself the time, I like to say give yourself the time to dream, right? Visualize the book. Now, this is going to sound weird. This is going to sound, totally like, Jacqui, what in the world are you talking about? Yes. I want you to visualize the book, see yourself with the book, see the chapters in the book as you scroll through it. That visualization will make so much more clear to you because when you're thinking just consciously, just your conscious thought, that conscious thought is where a lot of your fear hangs out. It's a lot of where your worry hangs out. It's a lot of where the opinions of others hang out. But it's that what's underneath the surface, that subconscious thought that you wouldn't just regularly think, allow that side of you to come out. And that comes out with your imagination. So if you were to sit and just, and I know, again, Jacqui, I am not 10. Nobody has time to be sitting here using our imagination. But that is where all creation is birthed. You really want to see the type of like book you are meant to write, the one that is meant for you, allow your subconscious mind to tell you. Allow yourself to get into the imaginative state. Maybe it's maybe you're over here trying to figure out what kind of business you want to run. Sit and dream about it. Dream about it. Dream about the book. See the characters in the book, or see the plot, or see the message, or see the lesson, but see it first because we manifest twice, once in our mind and the second time in your physical reality. You want clarity? Use your imagination. It'll be oh so clear. And the craziest part about it is that is how you're going to end up seeing it in your physical reality. You're going to say something alone. I saw your face. What are you thinking?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you know what I think about like a perfect analogy for that? Athletes. So you
Exactly.
yeah, you may have an athlete that's good at a couple of sports, but he knows in his heart he's supposed to play football. And they say the greatest athletes always imagine themselves, doing everything right, or even when they mess up, adjusting and doing all that. And that mental repetition when they're on the field just feels natural to them.
So you're practicing it in your mind first. Let me explain this a little deeper, right? Your subconscious mind tells your body what to do, not vice versa. Okay. Your subconscious mind is the supercomputer, your body is just the robot. If you see it first in your mind, your body is going to show up and it's going to feel natural to your body. Some of the greatest athletes of all time had a mindset coach. Okay. Kobe Bryant had a mindset coach. Michael Jordan had a mindset coach. Russell Wilson had a mindset coach. Even Dwayne Wade had a mindset coach. And a lot of the times, that mindset coach will have him do just that. Even Tiger Woods, you have to imagine yourself doing the thing first before you will do the thing. You become it first before you do the thing. Before I first became an author, I used to dream about being an author. I used to dream about it, think about it, dream about it. Saw myself at my books at a book signing. Saw myself at an opening. I used to think about it all the time. And then, matter of fact, I used to think about it so much. The first time the seed was planted, a teacher told me I should be an author after she read one of my papers, and I started to see myself as one. The second time, I'm standing up at an event, telling a whole bunch of my family members I was going to write a book. That was in 2009. Okay. I didn't publish my first book till 2020. All right. So it's not that it was immediate because I didn't continue to see it on a continuous basis. That's the trick. See it over and over again. Make it something you go back to continuously, and it will come to you so much faster.
That's a really good point. So when you stay focused on that one thing, like an athlete, uh, what tips and strategies can you give to make sure that they're focused on that thing?
Number one, know why you want it. Know why you want it. That why keeps you motivated. It keeps you excited about the goal. It keeps you on track every single time. Know why you want it. Like Lona was saying, you want to be in the anthology. Know why you want to be in the anthology. Understand how you're going to leverage the anthology, and it's going to keep you motivated because you're going to be like, ooh, and I got speaking gigs lined up. I think even your women's anthology, some of those ladies were like, we're going to go on a book tour. Was it that one? It was one of them that they were talking about going on a book tour together, but like, or starting a book tour or something. But that's the whole point. It's just about doing something that it makes you feel good. It gets you excited. I plan to host a retreat. I love doing events. I love giving people experiences, right? I plan to host a retreat. Knowing why I love to do it, understanding why I'm doing it, honey, it ain't stopped me. I've been showing up in so many ways, doing so many different things, signing up for this, talking to this person about this, aligning this, where it's been outstanding. And I'm saying all that to say, when you know your why, it keeps you focused because you know what you're doing it for, right? Especially when you align your why to people that are you're going to help. You know what you're doing it for.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So I have an idea for another anthology, and that was one of the first things in my mind. Like, how can I help this group of people, right, or these people? And the way I thought about going about it, I'm like, oh wow, I'm not just helping the authors. I'm going to be helping an entirely group of people, and then this person who has her business that focuses on that thing. I'm like, I'll be helping her. So, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely right.
Helping her group of people. You got to remember, even when you're saying you're helping that one person, remember all the degrees that are associated with that person, all the people associated with that person. Think about by the time you're done helping that person, how many people that person is going to help, right? So you got to remember when you are in your space of free to be you, when you're in your space of I'm here to serve, it's so much bigger than you. And when you know it's bigger than you move a little different, right? Like driving a car. If you in the car by yourself, you may be speeding, cutting in and out of lanes, all this other stuff, right? But when you got babies in the back, you slow down. You start watching your surroundings. You even put your blinker on when you're getting over, right? Because you got babies in the back, right? Everybody got their seatbelt on because you got babies in the back. Just remember when you are moving through this journey of your business, remember who you got in the back seat. It'll make you
What's
move different.
what's a blinker?
Your signal, your turn signal. You need to
Oh,
get over.
I thought they still putting that in cars. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Learn something new every day.
Okay, just switching lanes. I love it.
So let's talk about how this clarity can help amplify your brand. One thing I love about you, Jacqui, is you are super focused. You know who you want to help, you know who your ideal client is, you don't stray from it. Other, you have your ideal client, and then you have like other people come to you. So the other people who come to you who may not be ideal doesn't get you off track. That's what I love about you.
Yes, thank you, babe. I love that about you though too. Alona, since I've known her, has been like, I'm helping authors. Period. I'm helping authors. We gonna get to the bag with us. So I love that too. And honestly, my clarity comes from you know I'm a female entrepreneur. And when I first started off in business, I was struggling so much. I'm talking to her. That woman that started out, that was really struggling with her money mindset, I'm talking to her when I talk to any of my clients. And I know all of my clients are struggling with the same thing. And the thing about it is, when you get clarity like that, I've been not only attracting people that are like my ideal client, I've been attracting me over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? To the point where majority of my clients are all going through divorces. So am I. Majority of my clients, you know what I mean? They have these service-based businesses that they're very passionate about, but they were struggling with making the money. That's where I was at, right? And so really, I could talk to them better. I could talk to them different. So when you realize who you're meant to help and you're getting clarity on it, that goes back to knowing who you are. Because when you know who you are, you know who you're going to serve. And most of the time, it's somebody that looks a lot like you.
You know what's interesting? That has not been my experience.
Really?
And yeah, yeah, yeah. So when I built like my target audience, the psychographic, demographics, all that
Right.
stuff. I don't know if you did the sheet that Mastermind gave us
I
when we
did.
wrote it all out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did that and I focused, but no, most of these authors are married. They have young children. Like my kids
True.
are grown. You
True.
know what I mean? Like this, the psychographics are different. They're still in corporate America. So
Yes.
I had to readjust like
Mm.
what my ideal client looks like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So and it's only because I readjusted it because I looked at how these people were moving, like
Mm.
their mindset, their willingness, to pay like one or more products, things like that. So it's like a lot of different decisions that lead to somebody being your ideal client. And they
Yes.
had it. And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh well, the demographics don't fit. I thought the demographics gonna be like me. I thought it was gonna be like
Yes.
older women who were like, I'm sick of corporate America, I'm about to go do my thing. But
Yes.
they're they're like 20 years younger. I'll be 53 in May. So they're
Yes.
like 10 years younger than I am, and they got small children.
But I want to point something out. I don't know if y'all noticed this or if you've been around Alona enough. It's your energy. Your energy does not match your age. The way that you engage, I've seen you engage with your people. The way that you engage with your people, your energy matches theirs. And I love that about you. You know what I'm saying? Like you just show up as authentically who you are and they've matched your energy. So I've noticed that too.
Is that why all them young boys be in my DMs?
That and I love it. I love it. But no, real talk, it is our energy. It's whatever energy is going out, it goes out to us and it runs through us. And so you're attracting based upon the energy you're putting into the world. And so your energy is very, it's very relatable. And young people probably are looking at you like, oh, I like what she's doing. I want to do that too. So I love it.
You know what's funny? So my daughter's 32. So she's like, even before the whole conversation came up, like when she was like in high school or whatever, she was like, "Mom, you act more like a millennial than a Gen X." And I'm just like, "Really? You think so?" Because I
And
still
look what
be,
you're attracting, millennials.
yeah, millennials. Yep, yeah.
So you do.
I might, just tell people I'm like 10, 15 years younger than I really am because, that's how I be feeling. So that makes sense. That makes
They'll probably believe you, girl.
sense. So, one of the key things about this clarity to amplifying your brand is when you said to be real, authentic, and genuine in who you are, that comes out in the content that you put out. So, one of the exercises we had them do in the workshop in January was actually really thinking about who they are, what they want, their values, all of that stuff. And then finding those keywords and finding the keywords of the ideal client and then using those keywords in their copy so they can attract their ideal client.
Yeah, I absolutely love that.
Yeah. And then what I found is a lot of people don't take the time to do the work. They just start a business, then they just jump online and then they start to build it as they fly, which is okay because I kind of did that too. But at some point, you have to step back and look and say, so this isn't working, or this is working so well. I want to make sure that I stay in this lane.
Right. And like you said, they don't step back. So many people are just moving through, especially when you're moving from a 9 to 5 or a corporate like setting. You're so used to just go, 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 go. You're not, every day there's a new assignment, every day is a new project, every day you're doing something new. But it is about the slow down. I think that so many business owners, we skip the energetic work. We skip the energy work that it takes to really build out this business. And it is slowing down and doing those kinds of activities. Really doing the research. Who do I serve? Who do I talk to? What are their demographics? Where do they hang out? Because doing that helps you to be more successful. But like you said, some of us just jump into it. I was like that. I was just jumping in. But the more I struggled, the more I was like, let me help people like me because we are hurting in these streets.
So when you think about your clients, because you work with female entrepreneurs, service based, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Service based female entrepreneurs. What have you been finding when it comes to the clarity part?
About them being clear.
Mm-hmm.
They struggle because they want to help everybody. They struggle. And as women, we have that martyr complex where, like you said, I get other people that aren't female entrepreneurs. I've helped a whole man. He didn't even have his own business. He didn't have his business, but I helped him scale the corporate ladder. Before he knew it, he was getting promoted and a whole bunch of stuff was happening to him. I don't use him for my promotion, but I know what I did for that man, right? Shout out to my, you know who you are. But anyway, I know what I did for him, right? And so I helped him to scale. Well, the thing about it is, he wasn't my ideal client, but I still wanted to help. But I didn't change who I was helping. I didn't start saying, "Oh, let me help the men," because reality of it is, I can't relate to men. I don't know where they get their confidence from. They are so confident, and I can't tell them to get more of it because I'm jealous. I want some of it. So, like there's just all of these things, and I just knew I could relate better to women, so I stuck with my ladies. But what I feel like they struggle with when it comes to clarity, they just want to help everybody. They'll see somebody on the street and be like, well, I can help them with that. Find who you talking to. Talk to that one person. Give that person a name. Call them Sally Joe or Johnny. You know what I mean? But give them that name, pick that one person and talk to that one person. Stop talking to everybody. And so I think that's where the clarity struggle is for my ladies is we want to help everybody and we just can't.
Yep, and that's one thing that I too struggle with that, right? And I got so frustrated that I stopped using the H word. It's a four-letter word to me. I will not say help at all.
No.
It's not in my copy. It's not, because the it gives the expectation that it's free or it's low cost. So you're just doing it out of your heart, and
Never
I
thought
can't
about
pay
that.
my
The
mortgage.
word help?
Hmm. Yep,
Ooh.
yep. There's just certain words that I won't say. I won't include in my copy.
See, people, this is why you need marketing help. Not help, marketing assistants or marketing coach. Shoot, just get somebody, pay them, girl. But yeah, no, that's why you need it. I never knew that, and that's the thing. Like language is everything. I'm an
Yep.
NLP practitioner. Language is everything. How you talk to people matters, and those words show up as a certain way in their brain. And so when you think about the word help, how is that showing up in somebody's brain? It's showing up as somebody carrying your bags for you. You may have to tip them. It's showing up at like, how does it show up for you? And again, it does sound low cost. It don't sound like it's gonna cost you nothing because they helping.
Yeah, like people will jump into your DMs and say, "Oh, can you help me? I can't afford you," and I'm
Oh,
just like, "Yeah, I know," because you use the word help. So I really don't gravitate to that word by any stretch of
yeah,
the imagination.
I like that. I like that a lot. I never even thought about it. I was like, oh, that was tight.
Um,
I'm loving this conversation.
so I am thinking, what? we can do to, I was about to say the word, what we could do so entrepreneurs can, I'm trying to be very, very careful. so, so entrepreneurs can find clarity
Mm,
and implement it in their brand. Of course, rewatching this, but I'm thinking, like you said, just to recap, to sit and dream
yes.
and play and
Yes.
envision what it is that you want, your ideal client, the transformation that they want to have,
Hmm.
and then step two, I would say, write it all down.
Yes.
And then that is your clarity, and
Yes.
that is your brand.
Yes. I agree. I 100% agree. And literally, that playing in your mind, because think about it, you're going to play in your mind with the thoughts, but then when you go write it down, you're going to see it again times two. And like the more that you do that, the more that you play with the idea in your head and show up as that person, it's just like we said with the athletes, it's going to be easy when it happens. It's like you're going to be walking into home. You've already been here before. You've already done this before. You belong here and it's going to feel so natural. And that's how you get rid of the doubt, the worry, the fear about your business is you keep showing up in the imaginative play. The more you show up there, the more that it's going to become your reality.
Yep,
I love that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you have any final thoughts, Ms. Jack?
You know, I my final thoughts are this, a lot of us don't realize that all of this goes together. You can't have the strategy without the mindset. You can't have the marketing without the mindset. We all go together. We go together, Alona. We
Mhm.
all go together. We all go together. But at the end of the day, the way that this works is bring it all together for you. Do the work on the mindset. Do the work on the marketing. Like get someone to help you. Get people to help you. You as many times as we want to say we can go to YouTube University, let's be real. YouTube University only gets you so far. Just like when you're trying to fix your car. I had it. We went to YouTube University. We tried to fix it. My brake light still is on because I don't know how to turn it off. Okay. It only takes you so far. Okay. So I just want to let you know you can go and try to get all the info, but get someone to help you. Someone that can really, really help you shift, whether it's help you with your marketing, whether it's help you with your mindset. You need someone to help you with the shift because you don't know that you're in the prison on your own.
Let Oh my gosh, as a perfect example. So in December, like I dress in yoga pants. I work for myself. I pretty much wear yoga pants, workout pants, and like if I'm live, like a nice top or whatever, right? I don't go outside so much so my son is trying to steal my Lexus and make it his own, right? But I know that I have to go outside, network, show up, do all these things. And, now that I have an award winning six-figure business, I was like, I need a whole new look, a wardrobe. Like I knew that I needed to do better. And create being creative, styling, dress, that ain't my thing, right? So I was on YouTube University and I understood the concept of what you should do, right? But the hours it took just to understand it and then try to find the right place and, just it was just too much. So I paid a stylist
Yes.
and the time is like less than 30 days. She turned me on to boutiques that were just banging, black owned boutiques at that. And they were banging. And like everything changed for me. Like I was feeling like, I just stepped out fresh out of a magazine, the stuff that she was putting together for me. But when I think about all the hours and days I spent on YouTube, trying to do this myself. And then I don't go outside anyway, so I wasn't gonna go to Nordstrom and try nothing on.
No.
And it just made life so much easier and so much simple. It was amazing.
1000%. They say you can't buy happiness. Yes, you can. Buy your time back. Buy your time back and see how happy that makes you. I'll let you know right now. I'm ready to hire a maid to clean all these bathrooms. Can't
Girl,
get that time back. I'm sitting here scrubbing toilets when I could be making money. You know what I'm saying? And how much money I make is more than how much I would pay the maid. So we got to remember when you start hiring people to do the things that you don't want to do, or the things that are taking and sopping your time away, or the things that you know you're just not good at, that is what you call a millionaire mindset. That's what you call a millionaire habit.
have you started? No. Have you read? Are you going to read the Your First Million by Arlen?
Oh no, I would love to
Oh,
read that. I love
it-
reading books about money. So yes, I will go find it.
I'll send you the cover so you can see it. But I am going to end this. I guess my final thought is look inward and express outward.
No.
So just make your dreams come true, bring it to life. You will find me and Jacqui, Facebook, LinkedIn, Clubhouse, TikTok, all the things.
All the things.
Yes. So we will probably reconvene in about 2 weeks
Love it.
because April I'm doing free workshops for anybody who wants to build a book launch kit, find a target audience, and put together professional looking speaker kits. So April's
Yes,
going to be kind of busy for me.
yes, yes, yes. Love
What
it,
you
love it,
doing?
love it.
What you doing in April?
Me? Oh man, I'm doing Worthy of Wealth. If you're ready to be worthy of wealth, I have a masterclass for you, baby. Open yourself up to more, open yourself up to the worth. Many of us are running around here thinking we're not worthy and deserving. Let me show you why, and let me show you how you are.
I love it. I love it. So thank you so much, Jacqui. And
Thank
thanks everyone for live and for watching the replay. Have a good day.